Armadillo, Dasypodidae, has a length between 11 to 110 centimeters, with a weight ranging from 100 grams to 45 kilograms. There were armadillos that weighed 120 kilograms. There are currently more than 20 species distributed throughout the Americas. It is the only animal that has an external bony shell. Then, I will reveal 12 secret facts about the powerful and armored armadillo. This depends if you subscribe to the Hunter channel. Not all armadillos can make a ball, only the three-banded species. Their armor is perfectly intertwined, offering them total protection. Unfortunately, their shield cannot protect them from predators such as the puma and the feared jaguar, a feline with the most powerful bite force in the world, but it can stop other smaller predators such as eagles, cats, dogs, and sometimes coyotes. But what happens with armadillos that cannot make a ball? They flee and hide quickly in a burrow. If necessary, they dig quickly, bury their powerful claws in the ground, expand their armor and stick to the ground as much as possible, and in this way protect their belly and thorax. Let's talk about the main species. We have the 9-banded armadillo. It is the most popular and researched species of armadillos. It is the species with the largest distribution area, the only one found in the United States. It measures 57 centimeters and weighs up to 9 kilograms. 6-banded armadillo, found only in South America. Its sense of smell is more developed than the other species. 3-banded or ball armadillo, native to South America, is one of the species that has fewer enemies, except humans and jaguars. Remember, it is the only species that transforms into a ball. Bristly armadillo. This one is different from the others because of its fur on its shell. It inhabits South America. Bare-tailed armadillo. It is mainly insectivorous. It differs from the others because its tail has no armor, only some scales. It lives from the south of Mexico to Argentina. Due to its large distribution area, it is known by several names, such as Quirquincho in Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, and Peru. Cusico in Costa Rica, Salvador, Honduras, and Nicaragua. Molita in Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay. Pish in Argentina, Brazil, Chile, and Colombia. But where it has more names is in Colombia. Colombian brothers, correct me if I'm wrong. Cachicamo, Gur, Jerry, Ocaro. The latter is not consumed. Supposedly its meat is bitter. In Mexico it is known as Juecha and Tosh. In Peru it is called Carachupa, and in Venezuela it is also called Cachicamo. Let's talk about the largest armadillo species in the world, called giant armadillo or Priodontes maximus. Weighs up to 60 kilograms and measures almost 2 meters from the snout to the tip of the tail. Its large claws measure approximately 20 centimeters. Inhabits South America, especially the tropical forests, exactly Colombia, Venezuela, Peru, but its largest area is in Brazil. It has also been found in northern Argentina and some parts of Paraguay. It is currently classified as an endangered species, since its habitat is threatened by deforestation and illegal hunting. Now let's talk about the smallest species. It is called pichiciego menor or pichiciego pampino. It is also known as mole rat with belt. It is endemic of central Argentina, exactly the province of Buenos Aires, Catamarca, Córdoba, and the Pampas. It measures between 7 to 11 centimeters long. It is 100% nocturnal. It feeds mainly on ants and larvae. It is one of the least studied species of armadillo, since most of the time it is hidden in subway burrows. Currently the small armadillo is threatened by the destruction of its habitat. The meat of the poor armadillo is known as seven meats. I personally can attest to that. When I was a child it tasted like chicken. I also confess that I never consumed its meat again because I do not agree with its indiscriminate hunting. Other people who tasted it say it tastes like pork or rabbit. Generally after death it is prepared in its own roasted or fried shell. Its shell is also used in medicinal practices. It is dried, ground and consumed. Its fresh blood relieves asthma. This has no scientific support. I have some bad news for armadillo consumers. Along with humans, they are the only ones that can carry the leprosy bacteria. This means that by consuming them you run the risk of contracting the disease. In the United States, for example, a part of the leprosy patients contracted it from armadillos. Other species are carriers of the protozoan. a dangerous parasite that causes Chagas disease, the same disease transmitted by pedos. Remember, this disease is silent and deadly. Hunter advises you not to eat armadillo. Humans are not the only ones that mate in the missionary position, also some species of chimpanzees, and of course armadillos. The gestation period is variable, ranging from 2 to 4 months. Something very interesting, the fertilized eggs do not develop immediately. These are stored for a while in the female's body, and the gestation process only begins if conditions are optimal. For example, if the female is very stressed, the gestation process can be delayed up to 2 years. Armadillos give birth to between 1 and 12 cubs, which are born with soft skin that gradually hardens to a strong carapace. Where does the armadillo live? Most species prefer dry and open habitats, such as semi-deserts, savannas, and steppes, where the vegetation is composed of thorny scrub. Also, the ground is loose to facilitate the construction of their burrows, which is why most species are located in the pampas of South America, exactly Argentina, Paraguay, and Brazil. Paraguay, which is a small country, has 12 of the 20 existing species. The rest are distributed in tropical forests of Central America, Amazonas, Colombian Venezuelan plains, and a few in the highlands such as the Andes. The armadillo is usually hunted with dogs, although it is unlikely to be captured before it hides in a burrow. The armadillo is not only an excellent digger, it also swims very well. After hiding from the dogs, the human comes into action, who with a shovel will dig until he finds it. If he does not succeed, they use more advanced techniques, such as a torch that is placed at the entrance of the burrow. The smoke makes the poor armadillo leave his home. As a last resort, they pour water into its cave. When the armadillo gives up and comes to the surface, the dogs and the hunter armed with a machete or firearm are waiting for it. Armadillos are very important for the ecosystem, since they keep control of the population of insects, ants, termites, and others. A recent study showed that an armadillo of only 3 kilograms can consume 8,000 insects in just one night. If you do not want an invasion of insects in your home, take care of the natural exterminator of insects. The armadillo, depending on the species, can be considered as insectivorous, devouring termites, ants, spiders, larvae, among others. Carnivores, they eat small vertebrates such as lizards, mice, even carrion. An unpleasant fact, armadillos have been found digging in human cemeteries in order to feed. All species of armadillo complement their diet with vegetables. Early armadillos possessed teeth, giving them the ability to devour even rabbits. Before they leave, subscribe to the Hunter channel.